If any of you don't know that song, it is Edge of Desire by John Mayer. It's actually right here on my computer screen if you can see it. I listened to that so many times yesterday. Phenomenal song. Amazing lyrics. Probably one of John's best lyrical songs. Amazing riff. That riff is so cool. And then great guitar solo. It's super simple. Anyways, not much to it. Don't say a word. Okay, I'm talking too much about John. We're back, episode 6, Corona Lessons. People have been tuning into the channel. I appreciate everyone for watching. And we've had lots of involvement from a few people in the comments, which I really appreciate. Jeremy Hickerson, I think is Jeremy Hickerson, yes. One comment I wanted to touch on right now was he was saying, I bet Tom discovers his channel himself probably pretty quickly. You know, I've thought about that. I've thought about that because, I mean, not because, it's just such a small community, right? And I mean, like, if someone's making videos about you and you're an active YouTuber, it's got to pop up on your algorithm eventually, right? I would say Tom sees this before we get to episode 100. That'll be my wager. And that's probably, I hope I'm not being over ambitious about that, but I wonder what he'd even say about that. I don't know if he'd really care. Maybe he would. That'd be cool. I would love to have him recognize me. That'd be awesome. Okay, we're back. Today is episode 6. Pick and fingers, ... nature's tone control. That ... oh, he's got 4, but I don't know if Tom, I mean, I've used this in YouTube channels before too, but if Tom is like a boomer of sorts, using the ... is like such an old person thing to do. I'm Gen Z. I'm like the butt end of Gen Z, so I'm like almost a millennial. Old people love to use those. I think they're called ellipses. They love to use those. Hey Dev, ... Are you coming home soon? ... Just checking in, ... It's like, we don't need to. And then they sign up. That's what my dad, he signs off his texts. Dad. It's like, Dad, I know it's you. Okay, sorry. Too much yapping. He's got the SG out today. Oh, with the Bigsby on it too? Those look nice. I love those. Today's gonna be a good one, I think. I got my coffee. I drink it black. I also saw Tom's coffee in his last video, 2 videos ago. So much cream. Tom, cut down on the creamer, man. Drink it black, like a man. I'm kidding. Don't beat me up. Kind of scared of Tom. Okay, I'm talking too much. All right, let's get in episode 6. Learn some tone control. That was cool. Little half step. You can kind of hear his like prog rock coming out there a little bit with those movements. Awesome. I also love when Tom goes. All those Uncle Larry impression videos that they came out were pretty funny. Everyone noticed the strumming, and his mannerisms are so recognizable. He is definitely easily imitated. I'm glad he understands that though, at least. All the fast stuff, I'm not gonna even try to learn on the spot, but these chords caught my attention. Boom. You know what that reminds me of? It's the Led Zeppelin thing, the boom, 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 boom. Since I've Been Loving You? Oh, Tom was playing that this morning. That's why it's in my head, right? On his newest video.
Yeah. Corona Lessons, part 1.
Usually when he plays in these little intro snippets, I can kind of figure out like approximately where he's at. That one I was having a hard time following, if I'm being honest. Started out like it seemed like he was kind of in some A minor pentatonic stuff, and then just floated everywhere in classic Tom style.
Whatever, I think it's 6. So, what about this concept? Man, it's a rainy day out there, depressing. But we're gonna play and practice. Okay, so what about this concept? People are always asking me about this whole pick fingers thing, because I'm constantly switching back and forth between the two, right? Like, even just in that stuff.
He's so good at that. This is something I've always struggled with, but like, not hybrid picking necessarily. Guthrie Trapp, unbelievable hybrid picker, but Tom just has this movement to that, or to whatever, oh, so quick. I'm not very good at that.
If I was just playing, it's like it's like a constant, even in the middle of licks, I switch back and forth. Like, I'll be playing with the pick, and now it's gone.
Yeah.
It's fingers. The pick is being hidden right there. See it?
I find when I get to that position, then my hand just starts cramping up a little bit. Like I'm like so kind of uncomfortable.
Some people thought it was magic. It's not magic. It's just that. So I put the pick without even thinking. I didn't even realize I was doing that until recently. Like, somebody pointed it out, and I was like, wow, okay, weird. But
maybe it's this video, but Tom is also the one who kind of enlightened me that like you don't always have to play with this side of the pick. He's like, you can play with this side, and specifically on acoustic, that's something I do all the time now. Like this is just too harsh, right? And I used to play jazz threes on my acoustic. I haven't played them in a while, or on my electric. I play these now, but yeah.
I just, depending on what the lick is and where I'm at in the song and what kind of sound I want to get, I just flip it back and forth like that. I'm just totally like subconsciously. For mellower notes, when I want the thing to be like more round sounding, I'll get rid of the pick. When I want it to be sharp,
see if I can do it. Yeah, see, but I switched on a bend. That's cheating. Yeah, it just rolls that off immediately. You can feel that. Like, I know a million people have done it before him, and I'm gonna bring him up again. But John Mayer, once again, huge influence on me, obviously, as a guitarist. But he was one of the first people I ever saw kind of like regularly play with no pick, and so that was kind of where I started experimenting with that too. So I couldn't play with a pick for the longest time. I started on acoustic, and yeah, picks didn't make sense to me. They were so uncomfortable to me, and eventually, you learn. Chili peppers.
Sometimes I'll use both fingers and pick, where I choose an open string and just have it be a drone over all the riffs I'm playing beneath it. I talk about that a lot in lessons that I give people, which isn't very often, but I do it once in a while. But anyway, let's just say, for example, you wanted to spice up some blues and C sharp, pentatonic blues, right? What if you took your, what's that, fourth finger? This one, not the little one, the one next to it. And you played the open B string every single time you played a note in your C sharp pentatonic.
This is weird. Ooh. That's weird. I don't use that one that often, especially not the pinky, but the ring finger too.
Constant dominant 7, bringing over the whole thing. Pretty sick, right? Awesome rub.
Doesn't sound quite as dirty when I do it.
Awesome rub.
Tom loves his pre-bends, man. Those are so good.
That kind of shit. So yeah, it's the hybrid of both. It's the pick and the fingers. It gives you like all that expression. And if you have to even think about how you're hiding the pick, you know, that's not good. You just got to do it naturally. Just go from playing with it.
Yeah, that's the problem I have, is like, I'm thinking too much about it, you know? I don't know if it's the getting it away part as much as it's the getting it back part that I fuck up. I don't know.
To hiding it. I guess that's just years of doing it. But anyway, you can do it. Stay safe, everybody.
I can do
Weird
it.
times.
Side note, man. Oh, it's crazy to. It's kind of crazy that we lived in a time where the pandemic happened and everyone, I mean, had phones and was recording. So like we have this documented, but I remember living through that and then just wanting to be here right now, years ahead when everything was normal. Yeah, that's cool. That's a great lesson. I remember my guitar teacher back in the day tried to teach me Warm and Windy by Chet Atkins, I believe. And that was one of those ones where, you know, Chet had that like hybrid picking thing going on. Always struggled with that. Like I could do either or, right? Like the finger stuff or the pick stuff. But yeah. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about. If you roll the pick over, like, right, that's the sharp end, but then like it's just a little bit more delicate. And I guess it's easier to rotate the pick than it is to hide it. Maybe not. Anyways, cool. That's good stuff. Check out Edge of Desire. I don't care if you're not a Mayer fan. You will not regret it. It's a good solo. It's good lyrics. It's about heartbreak, as most Mayer songs are. And ignore the terrible album cover. I don't know who in John's team, probably John, decided to make that the cover, but yeah. Okay, deuces.